Why I will not help Tinubu's government, Emir Sanusi, announced to the news info. The Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, has said he will not help President Bola Tinubu's government to correct the administration's policies affecting the citizens. Did he come to you to ask you for help in the first place? No. Nigerian Punch reports that Emir Sanusi said the current government has no people with credibility who could explain to Nigerians why their policies have caused hardship. He stated this while speaking at an event on Wednesday, a video of which was posted by News Central on its X handle. The former Central Bank of Nigeria CBN governor noted that although the economy was suffering as a result of poor management contributed by previous governments, President Tinubu's government should explain its policies. If they don't want to explain, if you know the explanation, explain. If you don't want to explain, go and sit down. His words: to be honest, I can stand here today and I can give a few points that are contrary, a few points that explain perhaps what we are going through and how it was totally predictable. Most of it and maybe avoidable, but I'm not going to do that. That's your problem. I've chosen not to speak about the economy and the reforms, or to even explain anything, because if I explain, it will help this government and I don't want to help the government. I don't want to help this government. You know they are my friends. If they don't behave like friends, I don't behave like a friend. So I watch them being stewed, and they don't even have people with credibility who can come and explain what they are doing. But I'm not going to help. Okay now, are you God that you don't want to help? If you don't want to help, somebody else will help. I started out helping, but I'm not going to help. I'm not going to discuss it. Okay now. Let them come and explain to Nigerians why the policies that have been pursued have been pursued. And meanwhile, I'm watching a very, very nice movie with popcorn in my hands. I'm watching them stew. Wahala. But I'll say one thing, what we are going through today is, at least in part, not totally at least, in part, a necessary consequence of decades of irresponsible economic management. So you know that Tinubu is not the whole cause. It's not the real cause of everything that we are going through. It is from Buhari's tenure, and you were there too. You didn't say anything. You didn't offer advice. You didn't offer any help. Now you are saying, I will not offer help. Don't offer help. Nobody needs your help. Mohammed Ibrahim says, stop active. Why not keep silence until the D-Day comes? Abio. Gwami Inden says, the situation is not about Tinubu's government, but about the country, since you acknowledge that the poor economic growth is as a result of poor management in time past. There are brains in the country. God has never been selfish for you to begin to feel only you can give solutions. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. You think you're the only wise person in Nigeria. Certainly, let's forget about policies and face our reality with expert advice for us to get out of this suffering. That is if the president is ready to listen to advice, or Wiki is ready to listen to advice, because those people don't look like people that listens to advice at all. Mohammed Sani says, after pushing the government to withdraw oil subsidy, now he decided not to help. This man is a disaster to a common man. His knowledge doesn't help the nation. Whenever he opens his mouth, something bad will surely happen. He has never helped any government, including that of Yar'Adua. He ended up confusing the regime. And truly, they said he was the one that pushed for oil subsidy removal. Now he's not saying that he has advice, but he will not advise them. He has help, he will not help them. If you don't want to help, somebody else will stand up. God will raise somebody else that can actually help and give advice, and it will actually work. So keep your opinion to yourself. Amadou Katala says, your help is not important. Keep it to yourself and your family. Now, so Sunday Adebu says, you have nothing to offer. Absolutely. Because you're just making mouths. You're just making mouths. Tijani Adisa says, we don't need any man of credibility to fix Nigeria. We need a functional system, a system that works. If you have credible people, they will make the system work. So you actually need men of credibility, Tijani. We need credible people as our leaders in this country. If they are credible, if they are trustworthy, they will do the right thing that they are supposed to do. Use the money for what it's meant for, and not come and start lying to us. So to have a functional system, we definitely need credible people. Abiodun Alobo says, you're a madman. Nobody needs your help. Ahmed Bello Gitadawa says, you have nothing to offer. You're just telling the Nigerians that you're not with them. So go on. Nobody needs your help or advice. Nobody needs it to. Olatude John says, help your state if you know you are competent to do so. Abina, Help your state if you can. If you have advice, give it to your people. Adebayo Eboda says SLS has come again with his big mouth and ego that caused his removal by Ganduje. He is reminded that nobody knows tomorrow. He needs to keep quiet. He really needs to keep quiet. If you don't have solutions, if you don't want to talk about it, keep quiet and don't come and start bragging that, oh, you have help, but you're not going to help. In Monitor, Ejodami says Sanusi is never serious. He plays politics with everything. Jonathan's only sin was that he is from the south. Wetin bring Jonathan inside this story? Now, wow. So Bechukwu Bright says, then hold your idea, sir. Nigerians are surviving already. However, someday in the future, posterity would have to play. Yes, so posterity will judge that he actually had something to offer to help the situation of the country, but you decided to keep short because you wanted to be playing politics and you have advice, but you will not give it. Stay. Keep it to yourself. Ezugo Okechukwu says, please, Emir, this is your country. One of your roles as a traditional ruler is to advise the government. Save President Tinubu and Nigeria if you can. If he had been offended, forgive and forget. I beg. What does he want to say? What advice does he have? Bakari Hamid says, man no be God. Yes, so man no be God at all. If you say you don't want to help, you have the solution, but you don't want to help, God will raise somebody else. God will definitely raise somebody else because God is not a man at all. Chimereze Grant says, which you were part of past administration with your fake economic policies. Go and sit down. You really should go and sit down. Talk active. Michael Babatunde Olushiko says, what a very lousy emir. He is artist again. He's very lousy. Very, very lousy. Khadijat Arike says, you won't help because you aren't after citizens' welfare and economic growth and development. People are seeing leadership as a way of revenge. That is what they usually do. As a place to revenge. Once you're in position of power, I want to revenge. I want to pursue those people that did me bad. That is what most of our leaders go there to do. Look at what this person is doing. Edo State Governor. Most of them are just going there to revenge. You people are seeing leadership as a way of revenge one another, not a way of making peace. Security and development again. Whatever you are doing today, remember that the power isn't forever. So use it anyhow you like. It's your turn. You should use it anyhow you like. That's his problem. Usman Abdulhamid says, if you are there for your people and for all, you people have done something good. Abi? Kabir Lamido says, educated illiterate, not be small one. Not be small one. How can you have help and you say you will not help? Then keep it to yourself now. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.